welcome to the Village Cafe. Can I take your order? We'll have it ready at the window.
Hi, I'd like a regular coffee, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have that.
Excuse me?
We don't have regulars.
Well, what do you have?
We have Petite, Medium, and Grande.
Which one is your small?
We don't have a small.
No, I get that, but which one is your smallest?
Our Petite.
Which is your small?
Yes.
And then a Madou is like a medium?
Yes.
Why don't you just call it that?
A medium?
Yes.
I don't know, sir. I don't name the coffees. Would you like a comment card so you can register a complaint?
No, I just don't understand.
I understand. So what size would you like?
Madou, I guess.
And what blend?
I'm sorry?
What blend would you like?
Oh, just plain?
No, not blend as in blend. Blend as in what blend? As in what type?
Just regular coffee.
We don't have regular, sir.
Yes, I get that.
So, what type of coffee would you like?
The kind made out of beans?
All our coffee's made of beans, sir.
Okay, well then one I can drink.
You can drink any of our coffees.
I just can't order them.
There's no reason to be rude.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be. It's just I have a meeting in a few minutes, and I'd really like to have my coffee before I'm too old to enjoy it. Look, why don't we start over? You tell me the types of coffees you have, and I'll choose.
We have Sutra Kamali in our specialty blend.
Nothing that's just plain old coffee?
Oh no, each of our coffees is its own unique flavor experience.
What if I don't want a unique experience? What if I want a cup of coffee?
We don't have plain coffee.
But you're a coffee place.
I'm sorry, sir. Would you like a comment card? You can register a complaint.
No, I just want a cup of coffee.
Well, we have that.
Great. Then that's what I'll have. A plain cup of coffee.
How about our Colombian? It's simple yet has a rich bounty.
Sure, fine. I'll take a cup of your regular old Colombian.
Sir, we don't have regular coffee.
Right. I'll take a cup of your Medu Colombian.
Decaf or regular?
I thought you didn't have regular.
We don't.
Then why did you just ask me if I wanted a regular?
That's what we call our caffeinated beverages.
Regular.
Yes.
So, let me get this straight. You don't have regular sizes, but you do have regular coffee.
That's right.
So I can have a coffee regular, just not a regular coffee.
Yes.
Great, I'll take that then, please.
A regular Medu Colombian.
Yes, a regular Medu Colombian.
Coming right up. Would you like milk with that?
Yeah, milk. Is it extra?
No.
Then yeah, I'll have a splash of milk.
Almond, soy, or coconut?
Just regular milk.
Our milk doesn't have caffeine in it.
No, I didn't mean regular as in regular. I meant regular as in regular. As in milk. This is crazy. Am I being punked? Is this Impractical Jokers?
I don't understand.
Look, I want milk if it comes from a cow.
We don't have cow's milk.
Do you not have cow's milk because you call it something else? Or do you actually not have cow's milk?
Oh no, we don't have cow's milk.
Great. Then no milk.
Coming right up.
Great, I'll alert the media. Oh, wait, I'm late for my meeting. Look, you have water, right? Regular, plain, easy to understand water.
We do.
Great. 1 bottle of water.
Would you like still or sparkling? And what flavor would you like?
Oh!
We all know the frustration. Communication is extra hard these days, and we need to be distanced. We're separated, feeling more alone. So, what do we do when we can't figure it out on our own? When we need some help? Well, we call the help desk.
Help desk, this is Bailey.
Bailey.
What's up?
Bailey, this is Marcus.
What's up, Marcus?
I'm having a bad day, Bailey.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You know why I'm having a bad day?
Climate change?
No.
Natural disasters in your vicinity? Unsocial rats? Flesh-eating virus? Murder hornets?
No, I'm having a problem with my socks.
Oh,
My socks are malfunctioning, Bailey.
I'm not sure socks can malfunction, sir.
Oh, can't they? I disagree. I have worn these socks for the past 6 months straight. And do you know what happened to them?
I can't imagine.
They got a hole in them. Now, how did that happen?
Maybe your feet wore a hole in them.
My feet are pristine. Do you understand how beautiful my feet are? And you're insinuating that my lovely feet have attacked some socks? It didn't happen. Did not happen.
I'm not sure this is a huge deal.
How can you say that? I had big plans for these socks. Ruined. I was going to make cute little sock puppets with them.
You can still make sock puppets.
How am I going to make a little sock puppet when my little sock puppet has a hole in its head? Was my puppet the victim of a murder? Was it shot? How am I going to explain this to preschoolers? Hey kids, it's me, Jimbo. Pay no attention to the giant hole in my head where I was shot by a rival gang. Kids are going to be screaming, calling for their mommies. But don't worry, kids. I was brought back from the dead by some voodoo priest, and now I'm a zombie. But don't worry, I'm only a little bit contagious. Who wants to give me their brains to eat?
But you don't have to say that.
I'm going wherever my talent takes me right now. And right now, because of my holy socks, they're taking me some pretty dark places. Real dark. Hey kids, has anyone seen my brains? Oh no, I hope you could sleep well tonight. My brains are oozing out of my head. Blah, I was a zombie.
I apologize, sir, but we cannot refund socks that have been worn every day for 6 months.
Where is your manager?
She's pretty busy.
I want to speak with your manager. Put your manager on the phone.
All right.
This is Danny, manager and chief problem solver. I got your back, noble citizen.
Yeah, I got a problem with Bailey. Big problem with Bailey.
It's just policy, sir.
Hey, you be quiet while I tattle to your boss.
Hit me with it. What happened?
I have some malfunctioning socks, and these socks are about to cause children trauma. And Bailey over here has been super unhelpful and mean. Like big time mean. She will not refund my money, and I've never been so outraged in my entire life.
Bailey, is this true?
I explained to him very calmly that we cannot refund socks that have been worn.
Bailey, the customer's always right.
Thank you.
But the policy?
I don't care about policy. I care about our customer's feelings. And this customer is very clearly upset. And I know you've been a perfect employee here for the past 9 years, but this is inexcusable. You're fired.
What?
You heard me. You're fired. Pack up your things and get out of here. You're gone.
But what about my adopted daughter?
I don't care. You made this guy mad. Get out of here. You're gone.
And my 5 rescue golden retrievers.
They're going to live on the street with you. Serves them right for being such a jerk as an owner. I've had enough of you. I'm calling security to throw you out of here. Enjoy your new home under the bridge, you scum.
I'm sorry. I'll never do it again.
Too late. It's over for you. You're a disgrace.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, golden retrievers. I'm sorry, elderly mother that depends on me.
Hey, I could probably use a different pair of socks for my puppet.
Don't worry about it, sir.
No. It's probably my fault for wearing them for 180 days in a row.
You sure?
Yeah, sorry to be a problem. I'll figure it out on my own.
Is he gone?
Yep. Next time I have a jerk, you get to be the manager, okay?
Yeah, sure thing.
Do we have to check ourselves when our emotions run high? Probably. And a little kindness never hurt. Oh, Also, always have your friends back, and hopefully they'll have yours. But what if your friend is the problem? Help!
Help desk, this is Brent.
Hey, I need some help.
You called the right place.
I know I did.
How can I help you?
I need to get rid of my boyfriend.
I'm not sure I'm the right person to call.
You help people, right? Well, I need help getting rid of my boyfriend. He's terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that. Again, I don't know if I'm the right
He's worn
person.
the same pair of socks for 6 months.
Oh,
6 months. Can you explain to me the mental state of a person who would do that?
I can actually.
He breathes with his mouth open all the time. The boy cannot close his mouth. He's just walking around here wearing the same pair of socks every day with a big open mouth like he's one of those whales sifting through ocean water to eat krill. I can't take it anymore.
Have you tried telling him how you feel?
What?
Maybe you should just communicate with him.
Hey, Marcus, close your mouth. Never gonna work. This boy is dumb, too. He's so dumb. He will literally eat out of the garbage can. He'll rummage around like a raccoon in the garbage, mouth open the whole time. Flies are going in, but they aren't even getting caught. They're like, it's really dumb in here, and then they escape. Every time I see his face, I just want to push him into a river.
So why are you dating him?
He's so cute, but I hate him.
Okay. Maybe instead of complaining to me, maybe you should just communicate with him.
Why are you trying to deflect responsibility?
I'm not. I'm just saying that
You're deflecting. You need to help me.
I am helping you.
You're just talking. That's not helping. I need action, Brent. Surgical action. Like I have a 190-pound cyst that needs to be excavated from my life and taken to the nearest landfill.
I'm not sure how I can do that.
Come up with a plan. Be creative. Think, Brent. Think. Do you know people?
People?
Yes, Brent. People. Do you know people?
I know people.
Are these people good at getting rid of unwanted things? Permanently.
I'm not sure what you're asking.
Oh, I think you know what I'm asking.
Are you really asking me to take care of your boyfriend?
Yes, Brent. I am.
Okay. Hold on. I got an opening. Thursday at 2 a.m. 3-person job. Your boyfriend will never be seen again.
Are you saying that you're gonna kill him?
Isn't that what you wanted?
No, my goodness. What is wrong with you?
I thought that's what you were asking.
You are sick. You are demented. He's just annoying. He doesn't need to be whacked.
You said take care of.
Yes, as in given job assistance and provided with affordable housing and a nice community.
You said removed.
Yes, as in given a ride to a new furnished apartment near a farm upstate with a gym and a swimming pool. With lots of other stupid boys that he can get along with in a healthy peer group. What do you think you are, some kind of mafia help desk?
You asked if I knew people.
Where is your supervisor? I want to talk to your manager.
Oh, come on.
Put your manager on the phone.
Fine.
This is Danny.
I'll tell you what I miss. I miss the face-to-face communication, the meaning beneath the words. But we are certainly relying on our computers and other devices more and more. A text here, an email there. So what happens when the computers aren't working? Help.
Help desk, this is Charlie.
Hey there, I'm having a little bit of a problem.
Aren't we all? But I'm the only one getting paid to help people, so fire away.
So, I downloaded your virus protection program on my computer. What?
Nothing, I'm sorry, I'm just amused. Go ahead.
What are you amused about?
Little joke we have here in the office, not a problem. You don't need to worry about it. Besides, if you hear me laughing or high-fiving people, just ignore that.
Why would you be high-fiving people?
I just love my team, that's all. So you download the virus protection.
Yes, you are Virus Assassin 3.
You got 3? Hey guys, I got a customer here who just got Virus Assassin 3! I know, right? Woo!
Yeah, so I downloaded your virus protection program because it said it would take care of my viruses permanently.
Yup, it says that. Classic.
But ever since I installed it, I just started getting all these pop-ups.
Yup.
And they just say things like, your computer is in danger, or this one, there are viruses coming for your computer. They're stealing all of your information and writing emails to your mom, blaming her for all of the problems in your life. I mean, that's really specific. My mom doesn't even know she's responsible for all of the problems in my life.
Amazing.
So it seems like all Virus Assassin 3 does is just put pop-ups on my computer, scaring me.
Yeah, sometimes fear is the best motivator.
But that's basically what a virus does.
Yup.
So how is Virus Assassin 3 different than a virus?
Now she's asking how Virus Assassin 3 is different from than a virus! Yeah, you're right.
What am I right about?
Virus Assassin 3 is in fact a virus. Don't be upset. It's just there to show you how bad a virus can be.
But I paid for it.
I know! You made a terrible mistake. You were completely fooled. That just shows how vulnerable you are to other viruses.
It says it murders viruses.
And it does, by becoming one of them. Now your computer is infected with Virus Assassin 3, which is totally about to beam all of your credit card information to the dark web.
The dark web?
Yeah, it's scary. That's why they call it the dark web. Pretty soon, organized crime in Morocco will have access to your contacts and will be calling your grandmother.
This is crazy.
I know! You'd be surprised at how many people fall for this.
But how do I get rid of it?
That's where I'm here to help. We have a specially designed product that will help take care of Virus Assassin 3. No problems, no questions asked. Virus Assassin Extreme. Now I know you think it's going to be expensive, but it's only a monthly fee of $19.95.
Why is it a monthly fee?
It's a subscription service. Since Virus Assassin 3 is constantly evolving, you need Virus Assassin Extreme to be constantly adapting to fight it. Don't you know anything about viruses?
But how do I know Virus Assassin Extreme isn't just another virus?
I guess you'll just have to trust me.
But you don't seem trustworthy at all.
It's quite a dilemma, isn't it? You really are in a bind. I think she's gonna buy Virus Assassin Extreme!
I'm not doing this.
Aw, you sure?
Yes, you guys are like criminals. I guess I'm gonna need to buy a new computer then.
I guess you're right. But you're in luck because we sell those too.
Ooh!
Something else many people are missing right now is school. School in its normal configuration. Kids and teachers are working hard to adjust, working really, really hard as school became remote, as you'll see in Act 2. But talk about needing some help. So, virtually hold on here. Take a break. There will be a short intermission to get a drink, a snack, or whatever it is you need to do. So go. Help yourself. See you in a few. Go on. Go on. There you go.
back in 5, 4, 3.
Hi there. Thanks for coming. As you can see, I have my coffee. We've been working hard on this for a long time. An excessively long time. Almost an unimaginably long time. And we've had to make a few adjustments along the way. Where did the time go? I have no idea. Things happen, then you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, we have to put on some kind of a show. So this is our monologue show. Before we start, please do not record them with your phones in order to humiliate them later. It's not cool. If you're really interested in videos you can post to social media in order to mock these people, I have some rehearsal footage for sale later. Really, some good stuff. $5 for 30 seconds. I gotta pay bills too. Which reminds me, I will be taking personal donations for my time. Just kidding, just kidding. I'm learning to live without money, you know? And food. My car is 14 years old. I love being a teacher, I really do. I would do this for free. Which I almost do. Okay, I wasn't supposed to be bitter tonight. Tonight is for celebrating these beautiful, beautiful children. Some of them have worked really hard on this. Some of the rest of them, they have not. See if you can figure out which ones. If you hear weeping, please ignore it. Thank you.
So, nobody told me we were supposed to memorize this.
Yes, I did.
Well, I didn't hear that.
We've been working on this for 3 months.
I think it's kind of unfair that a teacher says something and you're supposed to listen. Who made those rules? So anyway, it's time for my monologue. Shut up, Gary! I'm doing my monologue! Anyways, so this one time, me and my friends decided to steal lawn gnomes, right? Shut up! Mom, can you tell Gary to leave me alone? I'm doing a show! Yes to the required grade. I don't even think we should have required grades in theater class, but nobody cares about my opinion. I mean, I took this class because it was supposed to be fun, not because we were supposed to do stuff. So anyway, it's time for my monologue. So anyway, this monologue is about lawn gnomes. It's a very serious monologue. You will be crying at the end of it. Okay? It's beautiful. So this one time, me and my friends decided to steal lawn gnomes. I got this friend named Jameson. Anyone know him? He's insane. He's a deviant, right? But he's got this huge truck, and he's like, dude, yes! He doesn't like to use a lot of words because he's, like, poetic and stuff. And so I'm like, what? And he's like, gnomes. And I'm like, yes! Because we're, like, symbiotic. We got, like, brainwaves flowing back and forth between us. So I'm like, let's do it! And there's this other kid with us, Burma. He's got, like, mental issues or something. And he's really open to suggestion. Like, we'll tell him, Burma, go run into that wall. And he'll just do it. Like, bang! Right into the wall. He's got so much brain damage. It's awesome. So we go out in James's truck, real stealthy-like. Lights off. We're coasting down residential streets looking for gnomes. And there it is. Jackpot. 7 garden gnomes. Just sitting there with their little gnome hats and their little gnome faces. Like, who put all these gnomes out there? Are gnome enthusiasts? What is wrong with them? So I'm like, Burma, go grab them all. And he's like, ah! And I'm like, no, don't scream. But it's too late because he's like insane, right? Lights come on. Little old lady in the door. Burma just tears off in the opposite direction, totally spooked by Grandma Garden Gnome Lover. He's running like he's in a cartoon or whatever. We don't see him again for 3 days. So Jameson just floors it. We're going 100 miles an hour in his truck because it's awesome, right? Engine sounds like we got a giant bear chained up under the hood. And he's like, roar, let me out of here. I'm a bear. This time, I see the gnome. Just one. Jameson's like, you gotta go steal it because I'm on probation for stealing garden gnomes. And like, I'm on probation too for something totally unrelated. So glad my probation officer isn't here today. Not here? Officer Dooley? You here? Not here. Okay, cool. So I sprint to the gnome and I'm like, YOLO! Because I say that a lot. I grab the gnome and I fall right over. The gnome is chained to the ground. I'm serious. There's like this leg manacle thing and the gnome is chained down. These people have no trust. That's a shame, right? Like, this is our society. People are chaining their garden gnomes down because they're paranoid. It's sad. So I'm like, abort! Lights come on! Motion lights! There's like 100 cops waiting for us. Maybe not 100, maybe just one. But like, so there was this cop, and he was like, I got you now. And I'm like, ah! And Jameson's like, you try it. I got a giant bear under the hood. And so I'm like, run. And Jason tries to get out of the truck. So I'm like, drive. I jump into the truck like I'm in an action movie. I hit my head on the ceiling. The door is wide open. I'm blacking out. Jameson floors it. The cop goes, we just want to talk. And we're like, we don't communicate with language. Boom! Over the curb. Over like 30 hedges or whatever. People got hedges everywhere. Like, are they supposed to stop us? They don't work. We're over the hedges. Trucks going over more curbs. We're running over lawn ornaments. Dogs are running for their lives. People are yelling and screaming. The tires are on fire and smoking. Women are throwing babies out of their way. We look back. The cop didn't even chase us. High five. Thank you.
Hey. All right, so when I first started going out with Caleb, I thought he was awesome. I did. I was totally fooled. Cause like, he'll talk to you and he'll be like, girl, you're so beautiful, have some of my nachos. He's always got nachos, right? Like, that's his thing. He's the nacho guy. So he's talking to you and he does that thing with his hair and he's offering you his nachos. And he's like, girl, I'm gonna be on you like melted cheese. Ugh, ew. But it works because you're young and you're stupid and you don't recognize that Caleb is the worst human ever. And I know he's watching right now and he's probably like, hey, well, too bad, Caleb. Too bad for you. You can't talk over me this time. He used to talk over me all the time. That was one of his many, many awful qualities. Here are some more. Like, okay, he thinks he's so hot, right? Like, every mirror we pass, Caleb's looking at himself. Am I still hot? Did I get hotter in the 20 seconds between the last time I looked at myself in a reflective surface? Oh, wow, I did. He's got this mirror app on his phone. It's like his favorite thing to do. We're hanging out one time, and he's looking at his phone the whole time. I look over, and it's the mirror app. He checks out his own butt. I've never seen a guy do this. Seriously, I don't think it's normal. I don't even think it's all that healthy. We're walking along, and I look over, and he's craning his neck like, still got it. What is that? Oh, and one other thing he does that's totally annoying, he looks at other girls while he's talking to you. Like, you're talking, right? Face-to-face communication. I'm telling him about my day. Hey, Caleb, yeah, algebra's a total disaster right now. I want to eat a jar of termites. I watch him, his eyes slide right off of me and over to some other chick. Like, my face is like a slip and slide. Like, whoop, right off my girlfriend's face over to some other yoga pants wearing chick. I'm like, boom, I'm right here talking about termites. Look at me. He gets out his phone. Mirror app. In conclusion, Caleb is a loser. Thank you.
When I first started theater, I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm not a very theatrical type person, and most actor people are really annoying. No offense. They are. They're weird, weird people. I mean, look at them. But luckily, I kept an open mind. I met the most inspirational teacher I have ever had. Every day, he's so energetic and awesome. And you know he really cares about you and wants to bring out the best in you. He's amazing. He should win the Special Teacher of the Year award, even though that probably doesn't have a cash prize or anything. But he should win it. He changed life. I look back really fondly on that theater teacher because the one I have now is horrible. The other day, he gave us a pop quiz in theater class. Let me let that sink in. We had a pop quiz in theater class. On what? Are we supposed to be learning something? If I wanted quizzes, I would have taken a different class. So I went to the principal's office to file a report. And guess you can't even do that. Like, how is this even a democracy? Do we have freedom in this country or not? Are there any teacher evaluator type people in the audience? Anyone? Anyone with control over the hiring decisions of this school? Fire this teacher. Jeez. I sent a letter to the school board outlining my concerns, and they haven't even gotten back to me. Like, I am so disillusioned. I better get an A on this monologue assignment. If I don't, you will be hearing from my lawyer.
All right, so you've heard some crazy things from my ex-girlfriend. Whatever, all right? Whatever.
Is that your whole monologue? Is that what you've come up with?
This is what she does.
No, I'm seriously impressed with your awesome monologue, Caleb. It's incredible. Genius at work.
So, all right, I would like to tell you about my ex-girlfriend. All right, so...
Is it tough to talk without looking at yourself?
Shut up!
You might want to look in a mirror. Your hair's totally messed up.
You are a demon! Hold on, gotta make sure my hair looks all right. All right, so at first, London, she seems like totally cool, right? But that's before she opens her mouth. And then after she opens her mouth, it's just like, make it stop. Have you ever seen somebody with a jackhammer? That's what it's like to have a conversation with London. It's just bada, 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 bada. And she's talking about people that you don't even know, right? You know, she'll go on and you try and say something, and she'll just be like, OMG, I just talked to Austin, and he said that Amanda totally saw Lola making out with somebody in Starbucks. OMG, OMG, OMG. And I'm just like, I must make a stop. I must stop the thing from making noise. It's destroying my brain. So yes, I look away to preserve my sanity. Because to look upon London when she is speaking, it's like staring into a black hole. Your brain will get pummeled into dust. OMG, OMG! So yes, I dumped her, and I'm a free man now, and I'm so much more happy. Every day it's like a miraculous picnic. I wake up, and I think for a second, am I going out with London? Nope. And then I hop out of bed with a song in my heart. My life is so good right now. Boom. That's the end of my monologue. Boom.
I'm supposed to be fifth. I think. Am I? Is it my turn? I was supposed to go, but then Caleb jumped in. Okay. So I just moved here this week, and I guess people have been working on this for a while, so... My earliest memory is when I was 4. We were swinging on the swings in a park near my house, and it was really fun. The end. Is that enough? My teacher's waving at me that I'm supposed to do more right now. Okay. So we were in the park. It was very fun, and I saw a squirrel. The end. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's not in-depth enough. Okay. Has anyone ever thought that squirrels are basically rats with big tails? And if you get freaked out by rats everywhere, you should get freaked out by squirrels too, right? Squirrels are just rats in costume. So the next time you see a squirrel jumping in a tree next to your house, you should run away screaming. That is my advice for everyone. In conclusion, this was a really great assignment, and I put a lot of work into it.
Like any young person, I needed employment, and the Golden Arches called me. I started my way out on the bottom of the ladder and planned on working my way to the top. That's right, assistant manager. Oh sure, I knew the stories. McDonald's is a fool's dream, girl. You'll never make it. You'll probably die. But I don't listen to the naysayers. When they say nay, I say nay, nay. First step, the interview process. I am ready. I've done my calisthenics. I have mentally prepared. I'm a machine. General Manager Barry Bosley will be interviewing me. First question. No sweat. A softball. Why do you want to work at McDonald's? It's the easiest question in the book. I knew it by heart. I practiced my answer 1,000 times. Why do I want to work at McDonald's? Is that what you asked me? Well, sir, I want to join a fun and flexible team that will provide me with the skills necessary to compete in the global workforce. And by gosh, I love these fries. But I didn't say that. The words catch in my throat, and instead I say, I don't know. Mr. Bosley cocks an eyebrow. Sweat is beading on my forehead. Say the words, dang it. Say what you wanted to say. A fun, flexible team. Say it. Nothing. I say nothing. Mr. Bosley takes out his pen. He writes down, I don't know, on the interview form. No. I reach across the booth. I snatch the interview form out of his hands. I'm screaming. That's not what I meant to say. He looks perturbed. I have angered General Manager Barry Bosley. I drop the interview form, shaking. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That's when I vomit. At first, it's a tickle rising in the back of my throat, and then, I didn't get the job. I dreamed too much. I flew too high. I miss you, McDonald's. I miss you. What could have been? And then I got a job at Burger King, and scene.
So I've changed my monologue. I hope that's cool. I know that we were supposed to be working on this on our own or whatever, but I have had an epiphany. Oh my goodness, I am loving this whole isolation thing. It is the best because it gives me more time to spend with my sister, Brianna. Brianna's like, she's basically a goddess. And I know it's a little weird for a sister to think of her other sister as a goddess, but this is just the truth, right? Now I get to spend time with her all day, which is the best. I wake up and I sit outside her door. Sometimes I scratch on it like I'm a little animal. Like, hey, wake up. It's time to have another fun day with your best friend in the whole world, your sister. Scratch, scratch, scratch. I can't actually open the door because she locks it for some reason. But I just wait because sooner or later she's gonna come out. And then boom, there I am. Oh, and we laugh so much. We play games together all the time. Like, she plays this one game where she hides somewhere in the house and I have to find her. Usually she's really quiet. She's like hiding in the dryer and crying, you know? I don't know how she fits in the dryer, but she's really determined to hide from me. She's so fun. And then I open the door and I'm like, it's me, your sister who loves you. And then she cries. It's so fun. Sometimes she'll throw stuff at me. A real playful like a book. Or a cordless drill. Or a piece of furniture. Or whatever. It usually doesn't even hurt that much. But it is so great to spend time with her. I try to wear the same clothes as her. So whenever she comes out of her room, I usually go to my room to change into whatever she's wearing. It's so fun. And then she screams and pretends to get all upset, but I know, deep down, it's super flattering. I hope this goes on forever.
I cannot take it. I tried everything. Speaking to her like a normal human being, trying to reason with her. Brenda, you can go spend time in your own room by yourself. It's possible. Brenda, you don't need to wear the same clothes as me. We're not even twins. When I go hide in the dryer, it's not an excuse for you to come and find me. Nothing works. She is immune to language. I think, honestly, my working theory is that aliens came down in the middle of the night and replaced her with an android designed to drive me insane. I don't get it. She used to be somewhat normal. She used to have her own personality, and I know it was weird that she took this theater class with me, but it has gone off the rails, y'all. Off the rails. I tried calling animal control to see if they might capture her and take her away. And when they showed up in the van with the nets and everything, they didn't even try to get her. I told her she was a very large possum dressed like a human being, but they didn't even believe me. And they didn't even try to capture her in the nets either. I was like, give me the net, I'll do it myself. But I guess you have to be trained or whatever to capture things in nets now, which is totally unfair. I could have captured her too. She's not even that fast. She would have a very nice life at the pound with a bunch of other animals. She likes animals. It's probably the best place for her. In a little wire cage where they feed her food through a hatch. She'd be fine. Our parents are no help either. My mom just shakes her head and says she has a work call and locks her door. And my dad just watches sports reruns on television. They think I'm kidding. They think I'm not about to take desperate measures. Have you ever seen The Shawshank Redemption? I'm currently tunneling my way out of my room behind a poster of Justin Bieber. Soon, she'll scratch at that door and I won't even be here. I'll be in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. I'll take a new name, change my hair, and no one will ever find me, especially my sister. This isn't being recorded, is it?
When I think about... I messed up. Hold on. Okay, I'm good. When I think about the... Wait, no. When I think about what I want to do with my life, I am pleased to report that I have many dreams. Some people might have dreams of becoming astronauts, or some people in this class, criminals. But my dream is much more spectacular than that. I am going to become a brain surgeon. Now, why a brain surgeon, you ask? Well, they get paid a lot of money. Just some humor there. You can laugh or not. You don't have to laugh. That's okay. I will now describe to you what a brain surgeon does. So one of the most fun brain surgeries is called the lobotomy. And I'm not talking about the forbidden salsa dance. That's lambada. They kind of sound similar, you know. I have this research on Wikipedia. Okay, so first, an incision is made on the vertex of the cranium after you shave their head. Shave the head first or it won't work. Or wait, sorry. Incision on the vertex, on the cranium with a sharp knife, and then using clamps, you gently pry the two halves of the skull apart. So like, it probably, you know, wouldn't make a noise, but if it did, it'd probably sound more like a. By the way, if I didn't mention this, the patient is usually unconscious during this procedure, you know. So you look at the brain. There it is. Ooh. Now don't poke it, even though you might be tempted to be. I won't poke it. So the lobotomy involves severing the corpus callosum, coli something. And it's like a little bridge that goes from one half of the brain to the other. And then there it is. And then very carefully, so carefully, you snip it. Snip. All done. Your personality is forever changed. And then you just You just sew it up like whoop, 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 and then you slap a toupee on top. Okay, everyone in the pool, because after your surgery, you probably want to party, So, someday, I may be your brain surgeon.
Okay, so I just want to weigh in here on the whole Caleb London thing, and before anyone asks, I've totally been working on this the whole time, and I've got it completely memorized. So there, in case any theater teachers want to object to my completely topical and unbiased monologue about the horror show that happened in our class. All right, y'all, I had a front row seat to this nonsense. First of all, maybe you don't like yoga pants because you don't look good in them. That's all I'm saying. Nobody wants to see you in yoga pants. They're called squats. Just saying. So, if your man needs to look somewhere else to have something nice to look at, then, honey, you need to get to the gym. Truth. It's just truth. Your parents called you London. It's a big, dirty city. Just saying. Food for thought. Second of all, no one wants to hear about your problems, all right? Like, if that's all you're talking about, you gotta switch the topic of conversation. Hey, how was your day? Well, I got a new pimple in the middle of my back, and it's driving me crazy. Nobody wants to hear that. What's your man gonna say? Oh, that's nice. I'm so glad you shared your back pimple problems. I feel so close to you now. He ain't gonna say that. He's gonna say, let me look at the fine lady over there in the yoga pants. Allow me to help you. Here are some fascinating things you can talk about. Television shows featuring the works of Shonda Rhimes, global disasters, funny things animals do, that's what you talk about. If you still got problems, there's therapy and psychoanalysis and probably doctors that can help you. If not, move to Canada where they've got socialized medicine. And last, Caleb is fine. I don't care if he's checking himself out. He's just doing what I do. And seen or whatever.
Hello. Mr. Banks told me that I could do any topic I wanted for my monologue. So I give you Star Wars, episode 6.5. I'm not going to call this a fan fiction. It's more like an imaginative exploration of the themes in the original trilogy. I'd also like to point out that some people in this class are totally immature and weird, because they can't handle the depth and the emotion of my work. I mean, I could stand up here and be like, OMG, y'all, let me tell you a little bit more about Caleb in London. That is so fascinating. But I'm not going to do that. Those people have the souls of cockroaches. No offense. Anyway, the forest moon of Endor. After the Death Star explodes for the second time, Han Solo and Princess Leia are standing next to each other in the Ewok village. They're sweaty. The fire is dying low. An Ewok is playing a primitive flute made from hollowed-out stormtrooper bones. Another Ewok is playing bongo drums made from stormtrooper helmets. The music is primal. Han feels the blood pumping in his veins. Jub, 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 jub. He looks at Leia. Her skin is smooth like the surface of a Corellian freighter in the moonlight. Leia looks at Han. The Ewoks are pounding out their tribal music. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Jub, jub. She looks at him, and she feels it too. She goes to him. I've always liked scruffy-looking nerf herders, she says. I have feelings for you, says Han. Or is it just a Jedi mind trick? I'll show you all my tricks, says Leia. She takes down her crazy long-haired braid. She touches him. He touches her. Wait, she says. Let me use the Force. The Force grabs Han's head and pushes him towards her. It's so hot. There's sweat on Han's forehead. Their lips are about to touch when... She's there. He's a little disgusted. Get lost, Chewie. I'm busy with this fine Jedi lady. I said get lost. Chewie finds the whole thing gross, but the Ewoks don't. They're all watching. 800 beady little eyes. Kiss me, says Leia. In front of all these furry little teddy bear guys? Especially in front of all these furry little teddy bear guys? Heck yes, says Han Solo. And then he... What? What? Okay, I see my teachers waving me down to stop, but I will not stop my monologue. My monologue is 130 pages of romantic Star Wars fan fiction, and I have spent the past 3 weeks working on it instead of coming to school. No. Fine. You can't handle it. Fine. The end.
I've never really liked my name. It's been a source of constant ridicule from other kids, and teachers, and strangers, and people on the internet. When I turned 12, I asked my mom, "Why did you name me Barney? There's nobody in our family who's named Barney. You could have named me Bernard or Barnwell or Bartholomew, but you chose Barney. Why? Why did you do this? What was wrong with you?" And she smiled and laughed and said, "Son, I was on a lot of painkillers, and I think I was watching a show about a dinosaur, and it just spoke to me. Barney. She named me Barney because a purple dinosaur spoke through a haze of hospital-administered drugs and commanded her to name me after him. So this is my life. Every day I walk down the hall and I hear, 'I love you, you love me, we're happy.' I usually throw a book at them. Taking Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and karate. I get in fights most days. Why do I not go by my middle name? Because my middle name is Baby. Mom, why did you name me Baby? Because you look like a baby. That's because I was a baby. Yeah, so the name really fit. But at some point, I'll no longer be a baby. Yeah, I wasn't thinking ahead. So I'm counting down the days until I turn 18 so I can change my name to something cool like Cool Mo D or Sir Mix-a-Lot. No one makes fun of those guys.
Hold on 1 second. I know you're hurting out there. You've got troubles. Your parents don't understand. Teachers are giving you homework. Your dog has been standoffish lately. Maybe you don't even have enough money to buy a Lexus. What can you do? You're just one person. The world is so big. My heart is hurting for you. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. I want you to look in the mirror and say, heck yes, I'm a sweet piece of loving. I want you to go out there in that basketball court, in that classroom, in that Burger King, and I want you to believe in your own brilliance. Yes, you. You are brilliant. You don't believe me? You say, Morgan, I hear you, but I'm scared. Don't be scared. Fear is holding you back. I want you to take that fear, crumble it into a ball, and then set it on fire. And then you eat it while it's on fire. Will it hurt you? It's only flaming fear. It only hurts to be scared of it. I'm telling you the truth because I love you. I want you to look inside yourselves now. Close your eyes. Close them. It's dark in there, isn't it? Now ask yourself this question. How can I succeed at life? Because life, my friends, can be like a giant mountain. And this mountain has trolls. And they're hurtling boulders at you and fireballs. And how are you going to make it up that mountain with all those stinking trolls? Let me tell you something now. Are your ears open? Are they?
You will never make it past those trolls without my Liz series of self-help videos. What? That's it? That's all you need? Yes. Your first question, how do I make it? That is the title of my first video. How you make it. Coincidence? No. Your second question, how do I make it up that mountain and get past those stupid trolls? My second video is called Dodging Fireballs and Kicking Butt. Lessons on the Mountain. How much does it cost? How much would you pay to reach your dreams? $5,000? $4,800? $4,700? No, I'm not even charging close to that. I'm only charging $49.95. Now that's a deal. I'll take cash and money orders and I'll be available after the show. And scene.
Mr. Banks told us these had to be truthful monologues. So here's mine. 100% true. And I promise you, I am not lying. Some people have a talent. Some people don't have a talent at all. I am not one of those people. In the second category, to those who don't have a talent, I have a talent. You know what I do on my spare time? I'm a human cannonball. You think it's scary to be a human cannonball? You think my mom worries about me? She's at home. Oh no, my poor baby's being shot out of a cannon again? What have I done wrong? No, she loves it. You see, my mom is actually the one who suggested this as a career for me. She knew I was special based on the way I exited the womb. I just shot out like a rubber band that snapped. I went shooting down the hall, broke a wall with my skull. Doctor sat there, shocked. Then a guy started a slow clap. From that point on, I was hooked. I was a child prodigy human cannonball. People used to run me out for parties. Instead of pinatas, they'd stuff me into a cannon and shoot me at a brick wall. I loved it. The people, the cheering, the gunpowder. I flew so high, like a golden rainbow of awesome. I flew higher than any other human cannonball before me. At the age of 15, I achieved low Earth orbit and landed in Narnia. I landed on a talking lion, killed him, then became king of a magical kingdom full of talking animals. I may have also suffered brain damage. Thank you, talking animals. I have listened to most of your requests, and I will no longer be eating most of you, except for the talking pigs, because you guys are yummy. This is the truth. Thank you.
First of all, let's all be honest here. Yoga pants aren't pants. They're tights. You're not wearing pants. You're walking around without pants. Would you like it if I came to school tomorrow in yoga pants? No. No one would be cool with that. Second, I'm sick and tired of people dissing London, okay? She is not the one who ruined that relationship. I'm looking at you, Caleb. And okay, Mr. Banks, I know you might be a little mad at me because this wasn't supposed to be my monologue, but I was totally rehearsing this and you weren't paying attention. Honestly, I think it's your fault. What does it say about a teacher that can't control his students? Anyway, I had a front row seat to all this because I happen to be London's best friend. And let me tell you, that guy over there is the worst boyfriend in the history of the world. He texts like once a day. Want to know what his text says? Sup. That's it. 3 letters. Sup. She can't even manage to put a question mark after it. How's London supposed to know what that means? She shows them to me because she can't decipher Caleb's oh so eloquent messages. She's always like, what does he mean by this? What does sup mean? That guy does not deserve her, all right? She is like a delicate flower, and any guy in this class would be lucky to go out with her. She's funny, she's smart, she's nice. Her hair is kind of like a curtain of sunshine, and when you get close, it just smells a little bit like vanilla, and it takes you back to childhood and your grandma making cookies. She's amazing. She's probably going to be president someday, and I, for one, would be honored to serve in her cabinet as her chief of staff. A chief of staff who is in love with her from afar but can't really bring himself to tell her how he really feels. A chief of staff who is sitting in front of her right now and saying, Madam President, sign the executive order to my heart. So, Caleb's a loser? Thank you.
I have a second monologue. This is extra credit. I can have 2. So, Matt, you're a really nice guy, right? And, thank you for backing me up on the whole yoga pants thing. But a relationship is based on, attraction, right? Alright, so, attraction. I'm not really feeling that towards you. Like, when I look at you, I kind of think of, like, Kermit the Frog or the bear guy, Fozzie. And I like Muppets, but I'm not, like, in love with Muppets. And I don't really see myself with a Muppet in a romantic sense. Do you know what I mean? But we can still be friends, and you can still be my chief of staff when I'm president. In the meantime, as long as I'm up here, I'm reminded of one other thing that Caleb did that was totally annoying. He collects Barbies. I'm serious. He's got like 30 of them. He changes their outfits. What kind of teenage guy sits at home and changes clothes of Barbies? That ain't right. That's all I'm saying. There's something wrong with him. That's it. Loser.
I have a second monologue as well. First of all, okay, I showed you those in total confidence, and it is completely normal for a guy to have passions, all right? Passions that you will never understand because, well, quite frankly, you are a heartless witch. All right, you see, London, she's a scorpion woman, and when she's not driving you insane, she has her stinger in you, and she just goes sting, sting, sting. That's what she does. But you think it's cool, right? Because she's cool and you want to share your nachos with her. But what you don't understand is that when London is finished with you, she will devour your lifeless corpse. That's all. That's the end of my monologue. And I hope you cry yourself to sleep every night. Oh, and by the way, they are not Barbies. They are fashion templates. Boom, mic drop again.
Okay, so now I got something more to say. I support my man in whatever he does. If you don't support your man in all that he does, if you don't help him reach his dreams, then that's all on you. Also, squats. Learn to do some. Just saying.
No, it's my turn. I've been sitting up here listening to this, and it's my turn. You people need professional help, all right? Seriously. After this show is over, I want you to go to the counselor's office and stay there and never come back. Sorry. Have you ever had the experience where you're trapped in a video conference for a really long time and you hate everyone in it? I have. But that's not what this monologue is about.
Actually, can I just...
No, back off. I have a whole monologue prepared about my very special relationship with my mother, and you people are ruining it. Where was I? My mom. Some people don't have good relationships with their parents, like most of the people up here. Probably because they weren't raised right. So if one of these kids up here belongs to you, just know that you've screwed up. Big time. Seriously, you put like 16 years of effort into raising these people, and you failed. I think that's clear, right? You are responsible for creating these humans. Great job. Like, when they were toddlers, did you just fill their bottles with Dr. Pepper and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just so hard to read the parenting manuals. Maybe we'll just wing it. I'm sure it won't cause any problems if we let our kids watch television for 8 hours a day. Back in my day, we didn't have car seats. Let's let them roll around in the front seat. If we crash, well, that's how they learn. Look in the mirror, parents. Look at the results of your work. It's a wonder these humans can even dress themselves. And honestly, they are not doing a very good job. I am totally on board with the yoga pants aren't pants theory, by the way. All right. So my relationship with my mom is good. I have totally lost my train of thought. Seriously, I had a whole thing prepared about how great spa day is, and now I can't remember a single word of it. Thank you for messing me up. So spa day is great. My mom and I go and get manicures together or something. I don't know. Yeah. The best thing about my mom is that she's really helped me control my rage. Thank you.
Is it my turn? Am I supposed to go now? I thought I was 28. And, it's not really my fault because, a bunch of people decided to take multiple turns, because they decided to, rag on other people. So I'm not really sure what it is I'm supposed to be doing here. But I guess I'll go. That's what you want me to do. It's just that, I'm fine just sitting here and, not making waves or whatever. But I guess I'll go. The person who means the most to me is my... What? No one told me I had to memorize this. Fine. The person who means the most to me is my grandmother. Her name is Mimi. She's from Toronto, and I love her very much. And this is the part where I start to cry. And if I'm not crying, it's because this assignment was too hard. There. Are you happy?
I didn't want to go last, but Mr. Banks said I had to. So, all right. You've heard some things today that are frankly insane. Whatever. But I'm going to tell you the real story right now. Okay, so first of all, it was my idea to steal the garden gnomes. Why? Because it's a symbol of resistance to a capitalist society. Like, people are buying things. They're using their money to buy things that are gnome statues. Of course, I can't explain this to James and Bradley because they're idiots, right? So I'm just like, gnomes! And they're like, yes! This is the level their brains work at. We go to the first house. There are 7 garden gnomes. They're set up the whole Snow White story, right? Sleepy, grumpy, Doc, whatever the other ones are. So they're waiting in the truck, and they're like, Burma, go do it, because we're totally chicken. So I go to the first gnome. The lights come on in the house. It's my English teacher, Mrs. Lewis. She sees me. Now I happen to also know Mrs. Lewis is a dog enthusiast. She has like 5 Doberman pinschers. I hear them. It's the sound of death, right? So I'm like, ah! And I shout to the idiots driving the truck, and they take off. Without me, 3 dogs burst out the front door like they were shot out of a cannon. There's like foaming spittle or blood coming from their jaws. So I'm running, right? And there's like a hedge. So I try and jump the hedge, but my foot gets caught. And I faceplant on the other side of the hedge. 2 dogs grab my ankles, and they are pulling me back to Mrs. Lewis. I am screaming at this point. I am like, help, help. Mrs. Lewis is there, and she's like, get him, tear him apart. Which isn't even correct grammar, by the way. So I'm bashing these dogs in the head with my phone, and they're like, we don't get hurt, we're just killing machines. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die trying to steal garden gnomes, and I didn't even get one. And then I look up, and Mrs. Lewis is there. And she's like, Burma, is that you? And I'm like, your dogs are killing me. And she's like, you cheated on your Romeo and Juliet quiz, didn't you? And I'm like, what? And then she just pepper sprays everything. Me, the dogs, the hedge. The world is on fire. I wake up 2 days later in an abandoned pool behind the Walmart. My friends haven't even bothered to call me. Apparently, they had a good time. Thank you.
Can I just say one more thing here? I've been thinking, and girl, I'm sorry about all of it. You know that I care for you, and you know that I'm not going to say I love you because I don't believe in love, but, well, here. I made this for you, and I know I can't give it to you right now, so I'm just going to have a conversation with it because it reminds me of you. London, I was wrong about you. About all of it. You're not annoying. And if anything, this quarantine has taught me that it is super important to have a girl who understands me and to know how good looking I am. And that girl is you. Me? That's right. You. And I will share my nachos with you. All of my nachos. If I have nachos. But I don't actually have access to nachos right now. But when I do, all of my nachos are yours. Well, like a reasonable amount, but I eat fast, so I'll probably get the majority of the nachos. But what I'm trying to say here is that when I have nachos, you can share them with me. What do you say? OMG, Caleb, OMG. Well?
Dude, no.
And that's all the time we have for our show. Thanks for tuning in out there.